Hello, hello. Welcome back to Things I've Learned as a Manager, Part 2. There's so much that I've learned, and I know in the first video I shared a lot and it was long, so I'm gonna keep this as short as possible. And really I'm just sharing my real life accounts. So not necessarily like this long list, but just thinking about my experience of being a manager for 8 years. There's just so there's just so much that I will share in this snippet of a video. You don't necessarily need to be a supervisor to be a leader. However, if you are in such a role, there are a lot of things that can help you. One is understanding that it can be isolating. You're typically like in a class of your own and figuring out different ways for you to get support even if self sufficient. Is there a mentor you can talk to? Is there someone who has a similar role outside of your organization? It can be helpful to have others in similar roles to talk to. In my age group, I was the only one. So I didn't have anyone to talk to regarding my experience when it came to my circle of friends and in my network. What I found was that individuals that were more experienced and older than me, I was able to resonate with on that level as they had been in the game for a while. So it can be isolating. However, figuring out how you can remove yourself from that isolation to know that you are not in it, by yourself, though you physically feel like that in your workplace. How can you create a network of support for yourself? That's a big one. Another is that, like, you can't do it all. So I always share with individuals what are our priorities, what's high, medium, and low. I would always discuss that I was putting out fires every day at work because there were so many matters that were coming up and attention was needed. And I would always prioritize high, medium, low because if we got to everything that we had to take care of, we would never leave. And there's only 24 hours in a day. So figuring out that beat, that rhythm, and understanding that, tomorrow would be a new day. And if you don't get to everything on that list, were you able to get to at least the high priority items? I'm going to stop here because I promise this is not going to be a long video, but I'm looking forward to doing many different parts and I look forward to connecting with you all. So, see ya soon from a retired manager.